Hello trombone players! Welcome to your video makeup lesson. We're going to have our mouthpieces out first as always, so go ahead and get those out. Feel free to pause at any time if you need to take more time to do any of these instructions. First thing we're going to do is buzz on our mouthpieces to any song in the world, so you go ahead and choose a song, although I do have a favorite. So, go ahead, pause the video right now, and go ahead, buzz to your own song. Pause. Okay, you can unpause after you've buzzed to a song of your choice to warm up. It's always a really good idea to make sure you always start on your mouthpiece. This is the real instrument. The trombone just makes this sound better. So, first thing we're going to do is a new exercise on our mouthpiece, and that is going to be moving it up and down, moving the note up and down. You can move your notes down by rolling out your lower lip. And you can move your notes up by rolling in your lower lip. Now, that's like maybe 25% of the equation. More importantly than rolling your lower lip in and out is speeding up your air. So faster air for going up, and slower air, lower lips, relaxed lower lip for going down. Go ahead, try a couple with me. See how far you can go up and how far you can go down. Feel free to redo those at any time if you need to. It's really good practice to be able to smoothly go up and down like that on your mouthpiece. All right, next thing we're going to do is pick up our slide, making sure that it's locked every time we put it into our case. Then we're going to take our mouthpiece, put it into the shorter end of the slide. Then the longer end is going to go into our bell. Right here. Feel free to pause at any time because I know it takes a few seconds to get all that done. Once that's done, the trombone should create an L like this. See? L. And the trombone should be on your left shoulder. That's how you know you're doing it correctly. Trombone is on your left shoulder. Once you're making an L with 90 degrees, a right angle, and the trombone's on your left shoulder, then you can tighten this. It'll look a little bit different than mine, and your trombone is ready to go. Feel free to pause the video at any time if you need more time to put together your instrument correctly. We want to make sure it's done safely. Okay, now that we put together our instrument, we're going to play the high note and the low note, middle note and low note. The high note's coming next. Here's the middle note. Middle F. Let's go ahead and play that one more time. 1 and 2, middle F, and the next note we're going to be doing is low B flat. This is going to be our lowest note, still in first position with our slide locked. So the low B flat is going to have to be with relaxed lips and slower air like this. This is what it sounds like. Here we go. 1 and 2, low B flat, and a lot of times on that one, if you're not matching my note exactly, it's because you're too high. And make sure you're just relaxing your lower lip, moving it out like this, and then getting slower air like a big lazy river. Let's go back to the middle note. This one is kind of like home base for us. It's F, middle F. If you're getting too low on this middle F, you're going to have to use smaller lips, roll your lower lip in, and use faster air. Here's F. Let's play F. 1 and 2 and F and all right. Feel free to go back and replay those notes to make sure you got exactly the correct note and you're choosing the note, not the trombone. Next up, we're going to try the high note. Okay? If you can't get this, don't worry. This is one for basically kind of after January. But if you can get it, awesome job. Here's the high note. It's a high B flat. To get that one, you're going to have to roll your lower lip in and use even faster air. For these high notes, that's where the fast air really, really takes over. You can only do so much with your lower lips before you can't roll them in anymore. Ah! But you can definitely use faster air. Here's the high B flat. 1 and 2 and high and if you can get that high B flat this early in 5th grade, you're going to be a fantastic trombone player. If not, no worries. We don't even have to play this note until after January. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is take out our book. Go ahead, take out your book right now and turn to page 4. Now, please take out your book and turn to page 4. If you look at the first song on page 4, you'll notice it's just the note F. We already did that a couple times. The next thing that we're going to do is play number 2. You'll notice number 2 has 4 Fs in a row. You'll also notice after that it has 4 squiggly lines. That is a quarter rest. That means we are not going to play. I like to think of rests as notes that are just completely silent. So you can actually breathe and prepare for the next notes. You'll notice after those rests is 4 more Fs and then 4 more rests. Let's go ahead and play number 2. Here's our first note. Let's play it. 1 and 2. Get ready. 1 and 2. Number 2 and rest. 2, 3 again. Rest. 2, 3, 4. Congratulations, you just played number 2. All right, here is where we get to learn our first new slide position. So first position is with the slide all the way in. When it's locked, it's automatically in first position. All right, now I want everyone to look closely on your slide. Go ahead and carefully unlock your slide. Go ahead and look, and I want you to find this like H, this H kind of thing. So this cross brace right here, and then the top of the H is right here at the end of your slide. And then at the bottom of the H, you can see it on my trombone very clearly. This is the bottom of the H. On some of your trombones, it's going to be shiny and then shiny, but right here, you'll see there's a small change. You may need to like hold it up to the light or something like that, but you'll see right there, that is where this part is a little bit bigger and this part is a little bit smaller, okay? Go ahead, pause the video right now if you need to find where the bottom of the H is. Here's the top of the H, here's the bottom of the H. This is the cross brace. This is where you put your hand. This is where you hold the trombone slide. So, first position is all the way in. The next one we're gonna do is we're gonna learn third position. And that's gonna mean the bottom of the H is right by your bell. So line up the bottom of the H with your bell. Remember on your instrument, this is gonna be shiny, shiny, and then you'll see a very tiny change in the metal right here for the bottom of the H. That's going to line up with the bell. All right, let's go ahead and play that new note. Number 3 is going to be third position. This is what it sounds like. It's an E flat. Go ahead and play E flat with me. Third position. 1 and 2, E flat and now, just like the first position notes, all of the third position notes have a low, middle, and high. Third position. There's still low, middle, and high notes. So you still have to aim for the right one with your lips and your air. All right, let's go ahead and look at number 4 in your book. This is going to be 4 E flats, followed by 4 Fs, 4 rests, and then 4 Fs, and then 4 rests. The E flats are going to be in 3rd position with the bottom of the H, even with your bell, and then the Fs are going to be in 1st position all the way in. Let's try it. Ready? 2, and 1, and 2, and ready, and go. Rest, 2, 3, 1st position. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Great, excellent job. That is number 4. The next note that we are going to learn is D, and that's going to be played in 4th position. 4th position is a little bit easier. It's farther out than 3rd position, but it's even with the end of the slide. Bell, even with the end of the slide. Okay, that's going to be pretty close to 4th position for 5th grade. So end of the slide, even with the bell. So that means that your hand is actually past the bell. If you look really closely, my hand is actually past my bell when I go to 4th position. 3rd position, my fingers where I grab, is not past the bell. 4th position, it is past the bell. 4th position, D, sounds like this. Go ahead, play D with me. 1 and 2, 4th position, and... Now you'll notice that D is actually a lot lower than F. It's almost in between the F and low B flat. So you're going to have to aim in the middle of that with your lips and your air. Now go ahead and look at number 6 in your book. You'll see that has 5 Ds in a row. And then we have a combination of notes. 2 Ds in 4th position, then 2 E flats in 3rd position, and then 1 F in 1st position. Let's go ahead and play those. Ready? D, D, E flat, F. 4, 4, 3, 3, 1. Let's try that. Ready? 1 and 2 and ready and... All right, when you put that all together, it's going to sound like this. Here is number 6. And 2 and 1 and 2, beginning 4th position. And ready, next one, go. Let's try that one more time just for good measure to make sure we got it right. Starting in 4th position. 1 and 2, get ready. 1 and 2, 4th position, and go. 2, 3, 4. Congratulations, you just learned how to play all of page 4. Great job. Go ahead and practice that page. The next page involves 6th position, which is a little bit harder. So I want to wait until we do that one in class, in school, before you go on to 6th position. Okay, so just stick to 1st position, all the way in. 3rd position, the bottom of the H, even with the bell. And 4th position, the top of the H, the end of the slide, even with the bell. Have fun practicing.